Good morning, everyone. In today's session, we will be looking into the types of system and the components in a system. Okay, types of system means how a system is interacting with the environment, how it is doing its processes. Based on that, there are 6 systems. First one, open and closed system. Open system continuously interact with its environment. It receives input from outside and delivers output to outside. That is open system. Closed system, it is an isolated one from the environment which it is operating. Second one, adaptive and non-adaptive system. A system that reacts to its environment in such a way to improve its functioning, achievement, or probability of survival is called adaptive system. That means based on the changing needs of the environment, the system changes. That is called adaptive system. One example is based on the customer needs, marketing people will be evaluating the needs, and based on that information, we will be changing the existing product or coming with new products. That's an adaptive system. Computers are non-adaptive system because if computers learn how to modify and upgrade themselves, then they would become an adaptive system. For example, there is a way in which the computer system works. Okay, based on the needs of the customers, the computer system won't change. But artificial intelligence, and there are certain systems wherein based on the cues which is got from the environment, it will be adapting its programs. Okay, but there will be a written code which will be followed. So that is about adaptive and non-adaptive system. Next one, physical and abstract system or empirical and conceptual system. Abstract systems are concerned with theoretical structures. Okay, it is more based on concepts, ideas, theories, etc. A conceptual system is an orderly arrangement of ideas, whereas a physical or empirical system is a set of tangible entities that may be static or dynamic and operates together to accomplish an objective. So physical system may be derived from or based on conceptual systems and thus represent conversion of concepts into practice. For example, if you are having a conceptual model of something, for example, the flying car, if you have a concept, you will be making a model out of this concept, and if it is made into a structure, it will becomes an abstract system, a physical system. So a conceptual system, that is the idea of making a flying car, is a conceptual system. It is based on certain theories or concept, but you are not able to test it until and unless it is made into a physical form. I hope you understood. So there are, till now we are dealing with 3: open and closed, adaptive and non-adaptive, physical and abstract. Fourth one is deterministic and probabilistic system. Deterministic system is one in which the occurrence of all events is perfectly predictable. Okay, so a deterministic system is one in which the occurrence of all events is perfectly predictable. you can predict what is the events that is going to happen. In probabilistic system, the description of a system state at a particular time, the next state can be easily predicted, that is deterministic. Probabilistic, we don't know what is the occurrence of the events and it cannot be perfectly predicted. That is called as probabilistic. There is only a probability that it may or may not happen. So based on that, we are making a system. Example of probabilistic system is inventory management. Here, the average demand, time for replenishment, etc. may be defined, but the exact value at any given time is not known. Meanwhile, accounting system, computer program, etc. are examples of deterministic. We know exactly how it works. Okay, so this is deterministic and probabilistic. Deterministic, we know exactly what are the occurrence of all events which will happen. Probabilistic, we are not knowing about the events and we can predict only the probability of occurrence of those events. Next one, temporary and permanent system. A permanent system is a system enduring for a time span that is long related to the operation of human. Temporary system is one having a short time span. Sixth one, natural and man-made. Okay. Man-made systems are made by man, and those which are already existing in the environment or made by nature, it is called as natural system. Examples of natural system may be solar system. A man-made system may be the systems which we make, political system, or if you say business model, information system, all those systems which are made by man is known as man-made. So which are the six? Open and close, adaptive, non-adaptive, physical, abstract, deterministic, probabilistic, temporary, permanent, natural and man-made. Now, next is components of system. What are the things? What are the subsystems? What are the various components which make up the system? Let's see that. Okay, so these are the components of a system. Basically, there will be an input, a processing, output. There will be feedback which will be given based on the output, and the changes will happen in the way the input is given and the processing. Apart from this, there will be a controlling part, that is control and evaluation, and there will be boundaries and environment which will be the surrounding in which the system will be working. So there are 7 different components of a system. First one, input, processors, output, feedback, control, environment and boundaries. There are 7 components of a system. Kindly note, this is very important. Input which will be given from the environment to the system. Processors which will process the data or the input which is given. Input can be in the form of information, the man hours put in, the raw materials which are given, all those things can be input. Processing, the process by which it is getting converted into output. Output is the final result which come out to the environment. Control, how the input, process and output is being controlled and evaluated. Feedback, based on the output, what are the changes which are being done in order to improve the process. Is feedback. Environment, outside the system in which it is working. So these are the different components of system. boundary and interface is the place where the system interacts with the environment. Okay, so for example, feedback. The data from sales performance is the feedback to the sales manager in order to improve. So I hope it is clear. In an information system, there will be input, processing, output. There will be feedback which is given. There will be a controlling system which will be working. Apart from that, there is an environment which consists of the stakeholders like suppliers, customers, competitor, stockholders, and regulatory agency. How this processing is done? We will be classifying the data, arranging the data, and processing or calculating the final output, and the output will be given out. Yes, so thank you very much. So in today's session we have dealt types of system as well as components of system.